All right, so back in the 2020 election, just like this one coming up, there was a lot of talk SHTF, WROL, all that. So in 2019, as it was coming up to the election, I got wrapped up into all that. I bought things like bought a gas mask, which I didn't need, but hey, it doesn't hurt to have it. Wasn't that expensive. Bought, I don't know, 4 or 5 NVG filters, the nuclear, biological, and chemical filters for it. I also got wrapped up in the whole Civil War thing and all that and thought I needed night vision. I don't know about any of you guys, but if you've priced night vision, it's very, very expensive. So I did this setup. This is, you can actually see it on there. PNV 57. This is Russian night vision. I believe it's early generation, first generation. It needs some type of AR light. So I bought 2 of these AR lights, or IR lights, and then these clamps. These 2 clamps are for mounting a shotgun light to a shotgun tube. On eBay, they were like 10 bucks for the 2 of them. And I think it was like $13 for 2 of these IR lights. The IR lights make it so that the actual night vision works. And this does work, and it works well. I will do some video of it tonight so that you can see what it looks like through it if I can get the camera to work. But it was Russian tanker night vision. It came with this cloth helmet. I think Russian people are smaller than us because the cloth helmet was way too small for my big head. So what I did is I took all the stuff off the cloth helmet. I bought this bump helmet. It's not a ballistic helmet. I think it was 30 bucks on eBay. All it is to hold the night vision on. This here is a transformer. It works with, depending on, you got to pull this cover off. You can set it for 12 volts or 24 volts. And then this cord plugged into, not the cigarette lighter, but a weird looking plug. It might have been a cigarette lighter plug for Russia. And then this powers up the power going into these, I guess, a lot. But it works good. I've got it running off a 9 volt. There's one 9 volt in here. I set this little pouch up where you could hold 2 9 volt batteries in it. I ran it for a couple hours when I first put it together on one 9 volt battery, and it ran fine. I don't know how long it would last, full, like if you just left it on. Maybe I'll try that sometime. I will say that my thought on night vision is, if you're not in the military, you're not an operator, it's probably not going to do you any good. Before everybody gets bent out of shape, let me explain why. This is old generation night vision for one thing. But them IR lights, anybody with night vision on, is going to see them IR lights like, it's going to be like a homing beacon. So if you're trying to sneak around in the middle of the night under martial law, I'm sure military law enforcement's going to have night vision, and you might as well just paint a big bullseye on you. I don't know. I've talked to people that say with night vision, the helmet wants to tip down from the weight of the night vision all the time. But I will say that with this, when you flip it down, the weight of this on the back balances it out. You can actually not even do the strap on this, and it'll work fine. I tried using the night vision. When you have this on and these are down, most of your optics, your scopes and that, are closer to your eye than this. So you're not going to be able to use most things unless you have a red dot that's mounted way forward, like the one on the AK I just showed in the video. You're probably not going to be able to use your sights with that. You're going to need like a maul or a PEC with an IR laser, and all that stuff's going to take a lot of practice and getting used to, because you're no longer looking down a sight. You're just kind of looking above the rifle and trying to find the laser on your target. So you're shooting like this, looking above it. Like I said, it requires a lot of training. I don't have places where I can shoot at night. So for me, it's kind of pointless. Even if you do have a red dot sight that's mounted far enough forward, it has to have an IR setting on it, which mine does, in order for that to work right. And then even with that, with the red dot mounted way up forward, when you've got that on, it's hard to find your red dot. And it, like I said, I'm sure with a lot of training and a lot of practice, you could get really good at it. But do you have a place where you can train and practice? Why do you think you need night vision? If you think you need night vision for a civil war going against the military and law enforcement and stuff like that, a tyrannical government, this isn't going to work for you. This is going to, like I said, you might as well just paint a big bullseye on you. I tried driving down a back road. Actually, it was more like a 2-track through the field. And this is really hard to judge distance with night vision on, or at least for me. This is all me speaking just as me. My experience with it. Even like putting it on and reaching down just in front of you, arm's length away, it throws your depth perception off quite a bit, and it's actually hard to do things with night vision on. Like I said, maybe if you had a place where you could wear it every night, train with it every night, you might have a different experience than me. Yeah, it's cool saying I have night vision. Like I said, I'll put in a video. Here, I'll just put in some video right here. I don't think that night vision is really worth the money. I have in this whole setup, I bought the night vision. All the stuff came with some extra parts and stuff like that for $250. I was looking the other night, just doing some research before I did this video, and it looks like that Russian night vision is running $500 to, I've seen it as high as $800 on eBay for the PNV 57. No way I would pay that. I have $250 in the night vision, all the night vision set up. I have, let's say, $30 in the bump helmet, $10 in the light mounts, and let's just round it off to $15 for the 2 IR lights. So that's $25, $55. I've got less than $350 in the whole setup. And I have less than $350 into a setup that basically it looks cool sitting on a table or a desk, but it's not really practical for much of anything. Maybe if you were hunting at night, if you were a night hunter, coyote hunter or something like that, it might actually be useful. But in any kind of Civil War, SHTF, WROL situation, at least this night vision, like I said, I don't know how the modern stuff works and that. I do know that it's way more expensive, but I just don't think it's worth it. It's not really that practical. It's cool guy stuff, and I don't have anything against cool guy stuff. You've seen me, I like to dress up like a cowboy and play cowboy. Some guys like to put on battle rattle and do videos and try and look like an operator. There's nothing wrong with that. I have a plate carrier. I train sometimes with full gear on. There's nothing wrong with that. But in a practical, realistic purpose, I can't justify buying night vision. I can't even justify what I spent on this and this was cheap. I mean, I've paid more for a rifle scope, for a rifle, than I paid for this whole night vision setup. But I don't varmint hunt at night. And like I said, in a WROL, SHTF, martial law situation, watch videos of guys using night vision, and the night vision camera picks up all this IR lasers coming off the guns pointing at the targets and that. Well, that's what them little flashlights on there, them IR lights do. They look like a laser beam to somebody that has night vision on. So, like I said, is it cool? Is it fun? Yes, it is. Did I have fun the one night that I was able to take it out and actually do some shooting with it? And yeah, absolutely, it was fun. But practical, I just think unless you're actual military, law enforcement, some kind of operator, I just don't think that it's a cost that I could recommend justifying to anybody. Anyway, that's what it is. Hope everybody got a good look at it. Like I said, it's just cheap DIY night vision. I like DIY projects. I like building guns. I like building all kinds of stuff. It was fun to say I did it, but practical, not for me. Maybe for you. I don't know, but that's what it is. Hope everyone has a great day.